I want to thank you so much, Senator Gresham, for coming today for this project for Westar. I have a few questions for you. The first one being, what was your involvement with Westar during the beginning?
At the very beginning, I can tell you that I already knew that Westar was the premier leadership course in West Tennessee. Their reputation was already everywhere. And I had recently retired from 20 years in the United States Marine Corps and had been looking for a way to enter the community and become part of the community. So I had begun to participate in community activities with the Chamber of Commerce, in Fayette County specifically, Fayette Cares. I also participated with my church family as chairman of the women's organization. So at the very beginning, with all that going on, and then I heard about Westar, well then I knew that that's what I wanted to do. And I was very fortunate that I had the support of the leadership in Fayette County at the time, so that I was nominated and then very grateful to be selected.
Very good. Next question, what is your involvement presently?
At present, I am a resource for Westar. I'm on their Speakers Bureau, and usually I come and speak to the class at the very beginning in January. And I'm so sorry that I missed this year, but we had a conflict in schedule, and so I could not come, and I really missed it. Because when you get that many people who have been selected by Westar specifically to come to that course and you get them all in the same room, it is very, very exciting. And I always like to go, especially at the very beginning, as the group is starting to bond and find each other's balance. And so being there for them is my pleasure and my honor, and they continue to use me as a resource. I'll be happy to do it.
Outstanding people. And third question, describe your career at that time.
At that time, and I guess I just alluded to it to some degree, I was active in the community. I had, as I said, recently retired, but had found an outlet for my energies in the community, and so those were the kinds of things I was doing then.
Fantastic. All right. Describe your community involvement at that time.
Well, it was many and varied. And as I said, Fayette Cares had to do with assisting the poor. And then the Chamber of Commerce activities, as I might have mentioned before we started filming, is that it was ironic then that I was asked to be the chairman of the Education Committee. And so now as I serve as the chair of the Senate Education Committee, it all seems to have fallen into place, I think God takes care of us that way.
I think so.
Yes.
Very good. In looking back at the beginning of the program, is it today what you would have expected it to be?
It's even better. And it gets better every year. I believe that the Board of Trustees of Westar are working diligently every year to make it better. I have every confidence in the board that they will continue to do that, because as we have said, it can be dangerous to be too comfortable. You've got a great program going, you assess it every year, you look for ways and opportunities to make it better, and I am very gratified that they do that. I know that that is one of their missions, obviously, and they carry it out very well. They give these leaders that have been selected to participate the opportunity to bond. And for them to bond is extremely important. I remember that when I first came to Tennessee, Tennessee is not my home state. Will and I met when we were in the Marines, and then we came home to farm when we retired. But Will seemed to know everybody, and his family seemed to know everybody. And so no matter where we went, people greeted him and greeted him, his family. And there I was, and I know none of these people, and they were very hospitable and very gracious, and so I loved every one of them, but yet I was at a disadvantage because I didn't have that kind of, and the word is network, I think. But after my experience at Westar, I knew at least 30 people all over West Tennessee that if I had a question, I could call them and get a straight answer, because we had become friends and colleagues and associates during Westar, and there's no price that you can put on that kind of experience.
That's right. It's a family.
It is. It is a big family. Yeah.
And Dolores, what would you like to see for the next 25 years of Westar?
I think if Westar can continue to be the North Star for people like me and for people in West Tennessee, I think they will have fulfilled their mission. But it is a danger to become too comfortable with the course the way it is. And I have every confidence in the Board of Trustees that they will continue to look for opportunities to make it better and to continue the very, very positive impact that it has had, not only on me, but on all my colleagues and associates who have gone through the course. Westar is just about the best thing that ever happened to me in Tennessee. And I don't think that I would have run for public office if I had not had that Westar experience. And my husband now questions that. But anyway, whose idea was this?
Very good. What has changed most in West Tennessee during your lifetime or during your time in West Tennessee?
I don't think that perhaps anything has radically changed aside from our society continuing to move on. But I think that what I didn't realize then that I realize now is that education, the quality of education in our Tennessee schools is absolutely critical. These days we are working very, very hard to create a world-class system of education in Tennessee. That is our ticket to our prosperity for our state and really for our country. We, at this time, have almost 1 million people in Tennessee over the age of 18 who do not have a GED or a high school diploma. They do not have a high school diploma. That means there's about 1 million people trying to navigate the waters of our society and they can't read.
Yeah.
And that is really clearly unacceptable. We have got to do a whole lot better than that. So, of course, there have been many education reforms over the last, as long as I've been in the legislature since 2003. So, and we will continue the momentum to create that system, to create that world-class system.
Great. We need it.
Yes.
And what is the most critical issue that we in Tennessee currently face?
Literacy. Adolescent literacy is a critical problem, and we are trying to address that in a number of ways. But if each community could do something about it and take on a project that would work towards assisting adolescents in their pursuit of their education. For example, there is in McNairy County a wonderful program that they do annually, and what it is, it's a community gathering, and they call it For the Love of Literacy. And they have a festival of desserts. And everybody comes in after work and has a dessert and coffee, and they have innumerable decadent chocolates that you can only imagine. But it is a great fun event, and it is a fundraiser for literacy insofar as that the money is used to pay for GED testing, so that those folks who are pursuing their GED will have their testing paid for them. But it's for the love of literacy. What a great idea. If they could replicate that across the state or across just West Tennessee, it would be great. So I'm very proud of those folks in McNairy County. They came up with a great idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Is there anything interesting and or comical that you would like to share regarding your experience in West Tennessee?
No. No, not particularly, only because every day that I was in the course, it was just a joyful occasion, and we would find something to laugh about in any case. So
Right.
when you get a bunch of people together who share the same ideals, the same values, are there for much the same reasons, you get a joyful group. So it was a lot of fun.
That's right.
And we laughed a lot.
Good.
Yes.
Good. I want to thank you very much for this interview, Dolores. I appreciate your time and your effort.
Thank you, Suzie. Be praying for me.
Will do, honey. Will
Okay.
do. Thank you.